here. Shadow Realm being used. The Crab. Okay, now they're gonna go on Lanham. They're splitting up a lot of their damage.
Yeah, good decrep there, so the Willow can't really use the bonus damage from Shadow Realm on him. But at the end of the day, the kills are not the biggest thing. The CS is the biggest thing. Whether the PL can actually farm in the lane. Which he's doing alright now. 8 CS to the 9 on the partner.
I mean, normally I agree with you, especially in this current meta, but if Savage gets an early phase boot, that could really change the complexion of the top lane. 11, in a lot of trouble now. They crept again and blast, and he will walk away just fine. Lanham sitting in the front line.
Yep, they're trying to just abuse the CM aura. He's throwing spells repeatedly. Oh, he gets a crit.
Okay.
This might be a kill here.
He still has Shadow Realm. He's fine.
So they're still trying to... Oh, he gets the stun off. Doesn't dodge the Fire Blast. He's going to take damage.
Both teams are just picking up all the magic sticks. A lot of spells being spammed on either side.
I don't think they have regen. They have no tangles and no self. Actually, both sides have no tangle and self on the bot lane.
They're running very low.
How about
Shrine coming up soon in a minute?
Yep, how about top lane? Fenrir has 2 tangles. Paparazzi just uses that self. Uku has tangles and Mirana still has a self. So both sides are okay here in the top lane. And like you mentioned, Bounty Runes and this Shrine coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
Like so far, it's very, very even across the board.
Yeah, that courier snipe in the beginning also kind of the small edge.
Yep.
Going towards Radiant.
I think the lead is just the courier snipe, right?
Yeah. Well, in the first play maybe.
All things considered, still fairly even. Let's see who gets the bounty rune shortly. But top lane, another stun. Blood Spectre blocks the arrow here, so keeping Fenrir alive.
Fenrir gonna go down.
Still gonna go down here. Way too much damage coming out from the bench and the Mirana.
Yeah. That minus armor coming in big. Meanwhile, on the bottom side here, they will lose the Pugna as well. And Lanham not looking too good. If they get this kill,
they're gonna get
they will get all of them. He's gonna go into the trees. The sun's gonna come through the TP. Can he take crap in time? Yes, he can. Tower helping out, and they're gonna go the other way. Raven, he's gonna go down to the tower. They won't get the bounty, but hey,
too greedy.
I mean, I don't blame him for going for that one. But that was a sick crap coming in. Good stuff.
Yep. But they still got 4 runes, right? Yep, 4
they got 4
runes. That's a big decisive event. Like, everything started off on the courier, then now the bounty runes being all taken. This is a really good start for TNC right now. Yeah, having a 1k lead so far at 5 minutes into the game. And mid lane still both heroes farming. Nothing special happening.
Yeah, Ori had a double damage for the longest time, but
the DK is just like, yes, a little bit from the courier.
Alright, DK will lead the stun. Secondary stun coming here from Tims, and that should be enough to get the kill.
Big kill. Very, very big kill. The DK got level 6 fast, a little bit faster than the Kakang.
Arrow gonna come in on top lane. They want Paparazzi, but the TPs are coming in. In fact, it's gonna be Cuckoo maybe in a little bit of trouble. Dagger in one way, and he walks to farm in the other way. TP was cancelled by the Wraith King.
All the small things just coming into play here.
Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, Ori will get stunned up, but I don't think they want to make that dive under the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they want to pressure a tower. This is a siege wave. So they want to do as much as possible damage they can. He has a boat.
Okay, X, Torrent, both flying in. Lanham has a stun here to chain it as well, but I just don't think they're going to get the kill. He stuns one. Nice body block coming out from Lanham.
Bracer and Belt of Giant Strength. But is that enough?
That should be. He jukes through the trees, needs to dodge another Torrent. Oh, the stun though. How did they saw him? And now it's going to be Armel bringing him up in the air and, of course, cleaving off the creep. That's some stylish finish. Meanwhile, top lane, Sam H simultaneously picks up yet another kill on the Crystal Maiden.
Yep, CM is getting bullied for sure in this lane.
We're going to watch that one more time. Long chase, great body blocking from Lanham, giving them enough time to cool down the secondary stuns. So really well played by the Chinese Vichy Gaming squad.
Big kill there for them, getting the DK. Much needed kill here.
Meanwhile, Raven now getting pressured on the bottom side of the map. The blasts are coming through, and Lanham, I mean, they really have no way to kill him.
Ori is coming through with the boat. He has boat up.
But how do you set up a stun though? Like, he could just disjoint.
I think you X and you try to stun with the Wraith King at the same time. You force him to use his doppelganger earlier.
Okay. Meanwhile, mid lane Cuckoo will run in with that haste. But Ori will bail out his Crystal
Bullying
Maiden.
my CM.
Yeah, that's a carry teleporting for the support CM. First time in history. Tim's. Okay. They're baiting it up, but he's still a Shadow Realm. And Vichy just have to back away.
That tower gonna fall soon. So it's gonna be VG drawing the first blood here on the tower here. The safe lane tower is still very much healthy.
Ooh, not gonna be enough here to pick up that kill.
Yep, they're just trying to like defend the tower as long as possible for themselves, and they're moving 3 heroes top now. So Armel on the DK making a rotation. He had to secure the top tier 1 tower, which is a very important tower. Is Vichy going to respond to defend this? They don't have TP.
I mean, Vichy already got a tower bottom, and they're pressuring mid simultaneously. So I think Vichy is still ahead with this exchange. Ori farming extremely well, and now we're gonna have a rotation from Lanham heading mid. Maybe picking up a kill. Tim's just used that Shadow Realm. I mean, this is a downside for Ori's Kunkka. Doesn't really pressure tower that well.
He wants to like move around to secure kills.
Yeah.
The tower pressuring duty would be the Pugna or the Wraith King. And they're smoked up and moving into the enemy jungle once again to kill the Spectre. A really good move here.
Any TP coming in, that's going to be Wraith King in front. The Suns stacking on top of each other a little bit, but it doesn't matter here. Another TP coming in, that's going to be Fenrir. But
yep,
Sam H is dominating.
Very good smoke. Because if they smoke and go to the other lanes, not the Spectre's lane, the Spectre can help the team with the haunt.
Right.
And the fight could be different. But going for the Spectre lane means the fight will be over at that point.
Pretty sure Spectre expected them to smoke mid as well, and they just double backed.
And they had two, like, look at the dire vision, they had like 2 wards covering both the entrances, so he felt safe. That's the thing. He felt safe in front of his tier 1.
10-minute rune. Is it all going to be going to TNC? Ori walking up, challenging it.
3 TNC runes?
Yeah, 3 to 1.
Oh, actually, no, 2. 2 for 2.
No, there's one more here.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Oh, okay.
So even exchange there. Even though Vichy is behind right now, but they're still, like, at the end of the day, they're playing like Spectre lineup, which is always very possible for them to come back to the game. It's very easy for Spectre to, you know, just win a fight and just be back into the game. That's why the hero is really strong right now.
Not just a Spectre lineup, but I think a lineup with better team fight as well. When you have things like the Bolt, the Nether Ward from Pugna, they could really
Brave King.
Yeah, win some big late game fights. Another smoke coming out from Vichy Gaming. They will swing around, and this Dark Willow is just so annoying to gank into. It's a support that could tank a smoke. Shadow Realm. And now Ori cuts across here. He is gonna, well, get feared away. X-Torrent Bow, it's gonna fly on the DK, but DK is super tanky. And now the initiation's gone. They will swap him back into the roots. Lanham in the front line as well. They will send up the Venge. Venge still alive. Wolf finally going to go down to Fear, now pushing everybody back here on Vichy Gaming. Netherward doing quite a bit of damage. They will trigger the reincarnation. And now Fenrir on the retreat. Nice leap away here from Sam H. And now the cavalry has arrived in the form of Raven. Han's going to come through as well. Who's actually going to win this team fight? Spectre going on the back line. Everyone relatively low, but they don't want to dive into the tier 1.
They barely got the kill, Lumi. It was the damage over time from the Dragon Knight's ultimate that actually got the kill on the Kunkka at the end.
Because he had the bow buff too, right? Yeah. End of the day, it was a 2-for-1 trade.
I think that was still considered all things. I think TNC, clear TNC victory. They got the Kunkka, Haunt wasted.
Yep.
And Wraith King ultimate also wasted.
Sure.
Those are really long cooldowns, so they should look to capitalize on those 2 things right now, right away.
Yeah, immediately TNC will smoke up. Well, they will see Vichy, and of course he doesn't have that ultimate anymore, so swamp right back in. That Meta, we're seeing a lot of work. Okay, but it looks like the Succulus is able to pick up 1 kill. Fenrir, he should easily go down. Sam A just on a mega kill streak. X-Torrent Bolt flying out on Cuckoo, but is he going to actually get the lay-in? Yes, he is. Cuckoo going to run towards the enemy team to give his teammates a little bit more time to run away. Sam H is gigantic at this point. Not #1 net worth, but
does he have a Maelstrom up already?
He is javeling up, and what's flying on the courier? No,
not his items.
Yeah, but I imagine that is going to be what he's going to go for.
Oh, PL has a hood. I guess hood's fine.
Hood is
a
been,
lot of magic damage.
Hood's been a pretty standard pickup in the SCA PLs.
Most games is against it's either against a Tinker or Ember Spirit.
Right. Good against the PL counters, I guess.
Yeah. And mid lane, X-Mark, can they actually get the skill? He's so tanky with the drums and the treads. And it's going for a Blink Rush. Wants to be that initiator for his team, so the bench doesn't really need to use swap to aggressively start the fight. He can use it to just save his team.
Yeah, normally there's a lot of pressure for DK to do damage in the mid game as well, but because Samage is doing so well in this game,
Tricore.
Yeah, Tricore.
DK feels more like the off laner this game.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna initiate for my Mirana and my PL, and then eventually he'll start carrying it.
So Tim's is going for, he has an urn and he just trying to get his use after this. Great item for Downhill to set up fights.
Is 11 dead?
Yes, maybe? Oh no, he doesn't have ulti.
He doesn't have ulti. He uses it for farming.
Yeah. That's typically what you do as Dark Widow when there's downtime, no fighting, just try to push out waves with the Bedlam. So looking at the vision, VG has 2 wards at the bottom side. They have excellent defensive wards. Like you see, they have vision on 2 sides of the jungle. So the Spectre can understand whether he's safe or not. Oh no, I think Pierre's dead, yeah? He has the dagger buff on him so that there's no juking.
Fenrir.
Oh, he couldn't get in range of
yeah. Good recognition. Did not see the Kunkka, and
it's good TP by the PR. Really good TP.
They see Ori. Can they actually kill him though? Arrow's gonna be leaping back in. The TPs are coming in, and they don't get the kill. Finally, they will right click, but of course the X is gonna secure the kill on the Venge. Now Armel trying to get the tower before he comes out. Yes, he will get it. I don't know if they want to do more. Yes, they will do more. They're going to run right in. That's a leap into a triple Starstorm. They force out a buyback. Han's going to come through. And now haunting in. Who's he actually going to go for? Armel still sitting in front line. So damn tanky. Eggs, Torn, and Bolt. They will lose Armel, but
costly defense there by VG. That was an excellent terrorize there by Tims on the Dark Widow catching.
And they're going to get 4 bounties on the way out. That was super worth.
That was big play here. Yeah. Commanded Dark Widow. The hero that has 2 ultimates, some would say.
Technically, literally has 2, dude.
Yeah, literally
has 2.
So VG is gonna respond by pushing, trying to get a trade here, get a tower.
They should
is gonna try to deny the tower, or maybe they don't even need to deny.
Okay, X.
But he doesn't have torrent.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna be able to save the tower, I guess.
They're running forward, looking for a swap. They will find Fenrir. Okay, that bench just went away. Linking in, they're still diving for more double link. Samage again showing up to the party, links back out, but will get X torrented back in. Krista made him freezing field right before she dies. They will kill Samage. That is a unstoppable streak. Bolt flying back in, a defensive Bolt on top of himself. Raven still looking for more, gonna run right into Ori. Ori, the Bolt up, gonna be running out relatively soon. Ori, that's gonna be dead. So they defend the tier 1.
3 kills.
And they get a couple of kills.
Almost saved the fight with the freezing field there.
Yeah.
Almost. But time for Spectre to farm, she couldn't really contribute there because she didn't have Haunt.
Alright, we're gonna see that team fight one more time. I mean, CM realized she was dead, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so might as well just press at all. Did a lot of damage. But to me, the key kill was Samage dying there. Like, that was a big streak going towards Sayavici.
It wasn't an awful trade by any means, but they would have really liked to at least get the tower. But it's not gonna happen right now. So
tower's in deny range.
They have to. Yeah.
They're not denying it though. Okay.
I guess you deny it later if you feel that they're gonna push.
Sure.
It's not much of a big deal.
I mean, you're doing it against a Pugna. They probably could just blast it once. Then.
They're gonna smoke up and fight again. They know Wraith King just used ultimate, so long cooldown. Trying to abuse all these long cooldown spells, whereas TNC doesn't really have any long cooldown spells, you know. It's always gonna be good to fight.
They see
smoke to the Spectre once
Paparazzi
again.
swap into stun and everyone ganging up on that Spectre.
He has this false sense of security because he had a ward.
Yeah.
He's like,
I think that ward has killed him twice now since it has been placed.
But still, like the map, there was like a lot of information on the map, you know, like nobody's pushing the lane, just the Dark Widow there. But still, all in all, it's a good move by TNC there. Good and quick move, so they couldn't really react on time. They're gonna proceed to take over the enemy jungle here, trying to, you know, maybe even secure the tower too in the middle lane. Trying to set up a gank here. Tims is just baiting, he knows he can't die with the Shadowrun. And in the meantime, Fenrir just trying to place offensive wards. He has 2 wards, but I think the observer ward, they might have actually spotted the CM placing that ward there behind the tower 1 in the mid lane.
Maybe
you see, this is very important. You have wards on both sides of the jungle.
Yeah.
You can say the wards kill him or whatnot, but these are the kind of wards that you want to have. This is a very good example. They are losing the game, so they want wards, defensive wards on both entrance to make sure it's safe to farm the jungle unless anything goes. And Restream is pushing out the far lane, the dangerous lane. Spectre farms all the safe area of the map.
So how? I mean, the Radiance obviously is what Paparazzi is working towards to, but do you think that is gonna change the outcome of this game?
Yeah, definitely.
Or do you think he needs like Radiance and then one more item?
Radiance, you take a fight. If you win that fight, then you want to get like I think Blademir's okay after that.
Maybe like
Heart.
Vanguard Crimson?
No, not Crimson. You don't get Crimson. You don't want to get Crimson. You can get a Vanguard, but not a Crimson. The Vanguard for Abyssal later.
Okay. I was suggesting Crimson simply because it's very good against the PL.
Crimson is good this game, but not Spectre should not be the one to build it. Like Wraith King can be the one building it.
Well, Armel and the rest of TNC in the Roshan, there is Haunt available, but they're saying, hey, look, you got no Radiance. We'll take a fight. They pop the drums, Roche at half HP, the rest of Vici coming in hot. They still have quite a bit of time left, but do they actually know?
Nope.
They don't.
They don't, they're just expecting them to gank the Spectre once again. But TNC did this smoke twice in a row, and then the third time they actually just went for Roche.
Yeah.
And then they smoke.
And then they smoke. So
this is just good moves here by TNC. And let's see if VG can actually respawn and maybe take a good fight here.
Okay, they will see Raven.
They'll get 1 bounty run. Oh, this guy's gonna die.
Oh, Paparazzi's gonna TP in for the bounty.
Oh my god. Oh, they didn't see him.
It was night. They swap him back out, but we're okay.
Okay, he's
all right. Good.
That was so close.
Yeah, good
If they
control
actually
by
got him, that would have been huge. He had so much gold saved up, so he would have lost a lot of gold.
He just bought the relic.
Yeah, if he died there and didn't buy the relic, that would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Wraith King, he's the tank right now. He's gonna take it for the team. They go on him, but the ward there sees yet again good vision. They see the Kanka running in, so they decided not to take the fight around the shrine area, a very dangerous area to take a fight. His backup can be inbound. Pogla's TP is on cooldown though, so his 11's gonna be trying to divert attention away from the Spectre by pressuring the top tower.
And they're not really paying too much attention to that Pugna just now.
The Spectre is the prize, you know.
Yeah.
He's the hero that's gonna win them the game.
Siege unit pushing into the tier 1, still very healthy. Tims is rotating. I gotta say, I've been really impressed with the way that Tims is playing this game. So many times he's breaking smokes. He's just occupying a lane, and you want to kill him because he's being so cocky.
Good position.
But you can't.
And the career as well.
Yeah. Ooh, blink away from 11.
The career was a huge pickup there at the start of the game.
Arrow. Heard an arrow. He just...
Oh, he gets him.
Oh. There's no way he gets that kill right here. He backs it up.
Yep, can't really solo kill him. With level 2 ulti maybe, but you get a huge damage spike with a level 2 Bedlam. That's when you can actually kill a lot of heroes. But for now, Spectre is still trying to finish the Radiance. TNC is trying to pressure and further extend their advantage at the moment with the Aegis.
Vici's about to hit a big power spike though. Radiance finish like you said, and then also Lanham picking up that Blink Dagger. I think that's going to be the precise moment they go for a big smoke gank. And see what happened with that.
But still, they're fighting into the Aegis. So
maybe wait out the Aegis? Oh, Cuckoo's gonna run right into the jungle. Finra coming in as well. Warren's gonna be there. They could probably kill Cuckoo. No, Cuckoo swaps.
Good swap.
Yeah, swaps himself out of there. And he's okay. Tims threatening the fear. Blinking in is Armel. They're gonna try to kill the Wraith King. That's gonna be his first life. He respawns, and it's a very awkward fight.
Oh,
nice fear push away and terrorize. Yeah, 11 trying to get himself out of there, pop that shrine, and he's alive for now. Oh, but no, Armel coming back in. Nice fire breathe, hitting 2 out of 3 heroes, and Raven just charges in, killing everybody.
Oh, that is a huge blow because they wanted to fight when they have this Blink and Radiance.
Yeah.
Now,
well, they do have the Blink.
He's gonna have his Radiance, but they won't be able to take a fight.
Yeah.
Because Raid King has expanded his very long cooldown ultimate once again.
Still not level 12 yet, so that cooldown is ridiculously large. And they will lose the rest of their outer tower off of that team fight as well.
Yep. TNC in full control of the game right now. They just need to be careful not to take a bad fight and allow the Spectre to come back into the game. So the next thing that they are waiting for is, I guess, do they have something on the career? BKB? Yeah, BKB on for the DK. So they're gonna be really, really strong right now. They just need to wait for PR to heal. Gonna clarity up. Maybe let him finish the Manta, then push high ground.
So you say they need to be careful to not take a bad fight. Like what kind of fight is a bad fight here? Well, hold that thought. Fenrir, they fence up the crap and he blinks out. Fenrir is dead. Is this a bad fight? We'll see. The bolt's gonna fly out. It's gonna hit a lot of people. PL says, I'm out of here. But that, oh my god, the stun from the Dark Willow allows the team to retreat safely. They will only lose the Vengeful Spirit.
They see the Radiance now, losing as a support, but they do have to pop an all-important 10-second BKB on the DK. That's still something for VG. But they didn't blow their Haunt, so they still have Haunt for the upcoming fight. Mirana has BKB completed, so SamH is going to be a monster in the fight. Like triple, once they have this double BKB ready, just gonna go off with this DK and the Mirana in the team fights because they're mostly magic damage right now. The CM, the Pugna, the Radiance Burn, and the Kunkka combo.
Kunkka, yeah. 11, like he's gonna get caught here. Yule Scepter to make sure that the Blink does not activate. Quick pick off here by TNC. And now the rune spawning soon, so there should be a fight for the rune. Cuckoo looking to terrorize, dropping a ward for himself. And Ori really aggressively fighting for it. He pops a BKB. I don't think he can kill this Venge. So he's gonna kill the ward instead. Ori's out of there, but now swap back in. Ori's BKB running low. On the backside, it's gonna be Haunt coming out. That's a Radiance Haunt. Is Spectre gonna join in? I don't think so. Ori gonna get stunned up. Armel with his BKB gonna pick up yet another kill. Vici playing overly aggressive, and that's Haunt on cooldown.
This is probably Rex. They're
Yeah.
gonna just run down mid. Might be Rex or GG. They don't have buyback on Kunkka.
Of course, Raven has his Manta finish as well. I don't know how they're gonna repel TNC now.
Brave King has ultimate, 10 seconds. He's gonna be able to buy some time.
Okay.
Possibly.
I mean, there's that Diffusal Blade too, right, on the PL, so I don't know. Maybe you get all your mana burn.
They're just gonna do some damage, I guess. Not fully coming.
Okay. He blinks it.
Swap.
Armel is so tanky, okay? Freezing Field as well. Terrorize though will push them back. That will trigger the Wraith King ultimate.
I actually thought he might have swapped him there. The DK was in such a dangerous position. No BKB as well. So they're gonna back off. I guess right now they try to control the map. Maybe play for the next Roche. It's gonna be up soon. Don't do anything stupid. Don't take a bad fight. Like I mentioned, they have to be very careful. Even though they're this far ahead, one bad fight could mean that the Spectre is gonna get control of the game.
Yeah, one bad fight generally means Spectre picks up 2 kills and the net worth graph will really shift.
Yep. That's why the hero is so difficult.
But they're gonna go for Paparazzi if they get this kill right from the get-go. The Yules, oh, they miscommunicated. Armel looking for the stun. He pops the BKB. They're gonna have to kill the Spectre. Spectre very low. He pops the magic set. He's gonna run out of there just fine. The bolt flying in on the backside and Paparazzi will pour it out. Meanwhile, the rest of his team not as lucky. Ori runs up to the high ground and Cuckoo might actually die to an X-Torn. Is this the bad fight? No, it is not. They're still diving in. Ori dropping very low. He will go down. That's bad 4 fight. Dead.
Bad fight for VG.
Yeah, bad fight for VG. And they just call it. GG well played.
No, they're too far ahead. TNC is too far ahead. They snowball out too much. They all started from the career trail. Resulting in those like small little details. They got a little bit, further ahead in the lane because of the extra goal. They were able to kill off. They got the first bird on CM, right? At top, yeah. Yep. They got the first bird on CM because they got their levels faster and everything just added up. Also,
those 2 smoke gank on the Spectre. She thought she was safe because
mentioned, the Terrorblade. Kaka walks forward. They do have a sentry ward, but it's... Actually, no, that's the newbie sentry ward. Where's the sentry wards for Pain? I don't see any except for this one right over here.
There's a couple of them on the high ground for now.
There it is.
This one dropped down. And so they'll begin Roche. Not a lot invest. This is really risky when it's like just your Ursa inside, and if he gets bashed up, so he's going to start. He was waiting to see if they would start a fight first.
Right. HFN is nearby too. They still have Haunt available. Spectre is going to TP into the shrine now.
This doesn't look that good. Okay, they're going to start tanking with Terrorblade instead. That allows Ursa to finish it faster. And that's a key thing, because that's what gets it in time.
They just get the Roche. There's no Haunt, there's no nothing. And now, walking forward, they pull back in Kaka. They're able to find him. They do get a nice Hex, though, able to isolate one and start to take down Ursa with the swap out. He's living the enrage. It's not going to kill him off in time. SC being forced back as well. The Haunt is going to be there afterwards. He gets the Sunder under the illusion. HFN able to escape. The rest of his team is there not to back him up, though. And with that Aegis expiring, can they make anything else happen here? Weehaw can jump back in a second, but he's getting his Blink Dagger broken as well. The reflection is out. Haunt illusion. Oh, no, they broke the Blink Dagger. Tavo not able to jump in with that RP. It would have been onto several. Weehaw ran away yet again. Barely alive. Only gets the RP onto one, but it should be enough to take down KP.
Devastating spray on the ground there from Tavo. As again, he just needs one-man RPs. You know, this is not a game where you need the five-man sort of a deal, especially once you're ahead. Any of these key targets, and it's looking very good for you.
And you got into that reflection talent that we were talking about before, and now being able to take down the shrines as well. They did lose the Aegis, and I think that they had to pop the cheese as well.
Yeah, that's okay. Things are looking quite good.
4,000 net worth lead. Quite good for Pain Gaming. Newbie, on the other hand, they need to find their footing again. It kind of feels like, you know, when there's a river and it's getting close to a waterfall, it starts speeding up and the play keeps going faster and faster. It feels like they're close to falling off a cliff here.
Yeah, and just knocking that Rax did hurt them quite a bit, though, because I think they do have some problems going high ground, just with the Kunkka and everything, especially when he eventually gets in this crit, which is now closer because he has this halberd. But they're going to start playing a closeout game. I believe I heard a gem somewhere. Okay, Tavo's got it. So, guarantee goes down again, but he doesn't have the gem. He just paid for it, so that's good.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, this is always the strength that you're going to get out of the Nyx Assassin, and why this hero is such a pain.
So good versus Pugna, but it's a support, so it didn't end up mattering all too much.
Yeah. Weehaw, maybe looking for a little bit of payback, but the Nyx is already away. Level 20 for him. Has that extra enraged duration on top of Ags.
Yeah, very strong.
Wonder if he's going to go for the status resistance. You always go Earth Shock, though, surely. Surely.
It's pretty sick.
Well, what are we sort of looking for newbie now? Is, you know, not necessarily like a way back in, but that first step at least. What do they need to get their feet under them?
I think it's really difficult for them to create big kills with Kaka, so that's a problem for them. Like, it's basically, it has to be this sort of a setup, but look how well they're being backed up right now. Oh, he just goes in.
He missed the Tidebringer, and they are going to be able to disarm him. They find the hit, but the Impaled's off the mark, and they're able to find the Skewer. They chase back forward for more. They're taking out SC. He just evaporates there. Haunt used to no avail. And again, SCCC dead for 60 seconds. No buyback.
I know they're standing in desperate territory, but I will say if there has been one major problem for newbie this game, it's been the Haunts. Like, the Haunts have consistently been used in, like, they killed a Pugna like 3 times with the Haunt or something. It's just like such worthless Haunts that didn't really have big impacts on the game. And they didn't really have enough heroes to, like, for that to be okay, you know? They kind of need the Haunt to win a team fight. And now they're using it when no one else is in position where they weren't really ready for the team fight. But the problem is they need that Kunkka, and that's why they have to go all out for it.
30 seconds, no Kunkka. They swap back in one. They find Fade, get the kill. Impale there as well. They buy back now on the Shadow Shaman. They're trying to run in and make anything happen at all that they can. They are isolating one, taking him down, and that is going to be a dead Terribly. Great pickoff with the Venge falling as well. Mugi coming online. They find themselves another. Weehaw is going to die as well. Mugi, just when you called him out, he comes back in style, although they do lose yet another. That was Kaka dying as well. Tavo looking to maybe finish this guy off. He gets the shrine.
See, I know how to motivate.
Exactly.
That's what I'm here for. Tough love. All right? The newbie have needed tough love for the second half of this season. So someone had to finally say it. So Mugi, look at that damage. 3980. Slayed it during that team fight. Got almost 1,500 gold. KP also cleaning up with 1323. And a shift to bring Pain a little bit closer to even. But more importantly, That high ground did not go very well for them again. They still don't have a Rax.
Yeah, and they don't even have this bottom tier 3 tower. You can win team fights, but it's got to convert into something afterwards, and that's what the newbie draft does in a lot of ways. SCCC, Upward Defense, is coming through here while we're going to see Tavo cut some creep waves. Kind of a dangerous play, but realize you can just blink out afterwards and we'll be fine.
As Triple C's also ditching on the crit stick. He had it queued up again with this Blades of Attack, and he's like, oh, now I need an AC.
Yeah.
This poor guy. He can't have any fun.
It is so much damage coming out from the Terrorblade. They need an answer to it.
Yep.
Obviously, the Cleave doesn't really care about the armor at all. But nonetheless, it is a scary thing if you can't just blow somebody up there with the Ursa or the Terrorblade.
Tell you one thing, I'm not faulting Tavo for anything this game. I think Tavo's been slaying it. You know, he has kept them in this one. The core is in Weehaw and HFN also doing great in terms of like they're farming across the map, but Tavo is making those really important plays. Weehaw, though, he was a great initiator in that last fight too. The way he just like dove into the tower and knew that his team was going to back him up, allowing for the 2-man RP to happen. Yeah. There's a lot of good synergy happening from Pain. They got to reel it back a little bit. You got to be a little bit crazy to come back into this game, but now you got to go down a little.
Fair enough. Well, certainly what's not crazy is getting good vision of your opponents as you're heading in, but likewise Duster will be able to find the ward. And as they reload for another round of pressure here, looks like Pain are going to opt to take down the second shrine. Next Roche, 2 minutes before it's possible that it respawns. And we'll see if Pain decide to wait before that happens before they go for a high ground push. Worth noting, Refresher Shard, pretty good with Magnus.
Yeah, I hear that's an alright one.
And looking at the levels too, something that we talked about a lot. It is the level 20s for all of Pain cores pretty much, whereas you're looking at just now hitting it on the Kunkka as well. So things are starting to, the power spikes are kind of hitting each other at least a little bit. Aeon Disc for the Enchantress as well as the Nyx.
Yeah, Kaka's at that really annoying part of the game where they still have this gem on Magnus. If they can kill Tavo, oh. Man, they had the Yules ready on Nyx if they really wanted to secure that, but there were so many heroes there that it just would have ended up being a bad thing for them, honestly.
And I think that the gem was there also for Mag, so he saw the Nyx coming in and was prepped for it. Lane's being pushed out along the side here by Mookie, has Haunt up, going for the Butterfly, has it now, but wouldn't have buyback if he commits for it. We'll see if he does, and he will indeed.
Okay, a bit risky if he gets picked off, for sure.
Other heroes without buyback. Terrorblade still about 1,000 gold away from it, as he also has the option to go for the Butterfly this round if he wants.
Doesn't really look like an MKB game, does it? So Butterfly's going to be very effective. Maybe you're going to have to work a little bit with that cleave if you're playing the Ursa.
All right, no buyback on either of the cores.
Okay.
Illusions get spread out. They're going to pressure through, and KP will see them.
Where are you going?
We'll enchant it now. And the smoke up immediately afterwards.
All right, Kaka, permanently invis, roaming around. He's going to find Tavo, but remember, he doesn't have the gem. That would be Tavo who does, and he sees him.
They see the Nyx. They pull him back in. The Skewer there under one. Weehaw able to break the blinks with the other ones. The boat is going to go out, and the Aeon Disc actually kept him alive for the moment. There's the full staff keeping the Mag alive just for the moment. The Haunt should be able to clean him up as they chase down KP, almost going to kill him up. The right clicks will secure that one, and they have lost the Vengeful Spear, but that's it as the Sunder is out. They get the RP. It's only under one, but it's one they needed. They catch the second one as well. There's Fate. Everybody dying. Can they kill off the Terrorblade? They will be able to get that one. Moogie being chased by his own illusion. They lose Tavo too. He's still living. Moogie able to live.
We're just down to a 1v1. Moogie's not coming back to this one.
Oh, Weehaw in trouble. Oh no, he ran into the wards, and with the impetus shot, that will finish him off. Oh my god.
Oh, the courier though, it secured the gem. It's on the run. That's why you pay for the good Roche.
Oh man. And a 2,000 gold lead off of that one, showing the strength of Spectre again. You know, we talked about the Haunts before. That's the Haunt they needed.
Yeah, now we're looking pretty good here. Butterfly, I'm sure, helping out in that one. And he's going to be looking for an Abyssal Blade of his own to match up with the one that Weehaw is also building in towards.
Yeah. The Terrorblade Illusion was almost able... It was either the... Yeah, it was the Terrorblade Illusion, because it was Reflection, not the Vengeance Sora one. but showing why this hero is just so often the object of scrutiny and just a dangerous hero to go against in the late game. That 8% dispersion talent also.
Yeah, these infinite reflections as well. These fights are just so brutal from Terrorblade though, but clearly not enough there. And we have ourselves an even game. Where do we go from here? It's basically like high ground focus. They would love to get a tier 3 from the side of Newbie because currently there's a better foothold on the pit in terms of buybacks for the side of Pain because they have their shrine. Newbie don't have that option. Very big advantage, and it makes it kind of scary to want to take that Roche fight without it.
Well, we do have a pause here, as apparently King RD needs a second to sort out some of the issues. A 2,000 gold lead is all that remains at 41 minutes in. And you look at this game, we've just been treated with a lot of fabulous games so far, it feels like. And we're going to take a look at that replay now as well, as the boat went out and...
Yeah, one thing that happened there was that Nyx actually got skewered to the low ground, which ended up kind of saving him there because they couldn't continue the focus. As it was a great initiation from Tabo. I love the way he's able to save the RP because of that. But as you can see, with the Sun there, what's cool is it goes through the Eon disc too, so it brought Taka down really low and helped HFN stay in that fight a little bit longer.
We are going to hop back into the game now.
Yeah, nothing going on. Everyone's just respawned. The Roche was dead that whole time, so there was no opportunity to take it. The Dire have a creep inside here. No vision from the Radiant in the nearby area. And they scan, but...
Do they have an inkling?
They don't catch the fact that Pain are nearby.
This is scary. And it looks like Roche is going to fall unimpeded. They're not going to be able to get here in time. The pings are a bit too late. Kaka spots them out. Now they maybe want to take that fight. The Haunt is there as well. Everybody running as the reflections are out. But is it going to be enough damage? Looks like at least for now, Pain is just going to give up King RD. Although, do they go back in?
Kaka missed the stun off the Yules.
Haunt is down. They find themselves one. That's Faith. In spite of the Aegis Cheese Refresher, they don't care. They're chasing.
This is real bad for Newbie. They got to get out, reset. Everything's fine. All right, we're good. No chase down.
The Haunt was good to at least make sure that they were able to get away, and it was a good decision not to take that fight there by Newbie.
Yeah, it looked like they were just going to commit, though, because they got a free Yules onto Magnus. Kaka was looking good. He threw out a stun, but whiffed on it. And that just meant that if they couldn't instantly kill the Mag, then there's this threat of the team fight.
Where's the Refresher Shard? Did they use it?
No, it's on Spectre's backpack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, SCCC cannot die. Because that has been the consistent fact. Maybe he should die. I don't know. Every time he dies and they go high ground, they don't get racks. So maybe he should sacrifice himself, try and keep the pattern alive.
Oh. And this is the other thing that I think is maybe most often overlooked about the Enchantress gameplay is being able to enchant illusions and send them back at your opponents.
Yep.
And against the Terrorblade, it's really good because you only tend to send like one or two maybe to push down a side lane. If Enchantress is there, you get the automatic D-push.
Yeah, a little bit of scouting potential too. Looks like they're trying to bait KP. Just like, I wonder if they're waiting in the fog to push high ground because they don't see anyone. So they don't see a single Pain hero and their wave is pushing into the tower. So this is a please come and kill KP. I'm just spronking around in front of my tier 3. But yeah, little do they know that they're actually all around the middle, just going back and getting a little bit of net worth for themselves inside of Pain.
The Aeon Disc's really been just a spectacular purchase for Newbie as well. You look at KP and also the next Assassin Kaka, like all of the team fight from Pain is built around that one moment. And if you can't get it, there you've got the combo breakers.
SCCC forced to pick up the gem here. That's been interesting. It looks like they're trying to keep the buyback on Kaka because he has to play so aggressive.
Yeah, this is not the way that we've tended to think about SCCC. It's the second lowest out of all the cores in this game right now in terms of net worth. Oh, and again, Pain Gaming looking to play aggressive. They solo again onto Kaka, trying to break out the Aeon Disc. It doesn't actually pop there, and the second one is going to come out. The Haunt is there as well with RP already down. Can they really even take this fight? Weehaw says yes, and the chase forward for more Faith is actually going to get away from him. The Yule Scepter up by Kaka. The boat is going to be there, but SC taking a ton of damage. You can see Invis-Away yet again, and now HFN does finally get the vision onto him. They take down another as they swap away and try and chase down KP. His Aeon Disc is going to proc as well, and now the impetus shot's going out onto HFN. Can they kill him up time? KP's out of mana. He doesn't have enough to finish it off. Thunder, he has enough, but he didn't turn and throw it onto KP.
Couldn't get it in time. Man, that was an absolutely wild fight. Woo. And it will end up being a pretty big victory there, but Faith, that Glimmer, like he just survives because the gem was forced back. Tava wasn't in the area, so Weehaw couldn't finish off the Xiao Xiao. I mean, he's limping away, like 10% HP. He comes back in, hexes the Terrorblade, and just snakes him. He's like, you know what? Fine, we'll fight if you want to fight. I thought they were in deep trouble in that one. I think SCCC escaped with double-digit HP as well. Things were looking very poor for Newbie.
They're able to pull it back. Pain were able to sort of, again, build up a bit of a net worth lead off the back of some of those bounties picked up and such, but nonetheless, this game is just on a razor's edge, and it feels like you can go either way with it. The sort of ace in the hole that you got if you're newbie is this refresher haunt, and in 38 seconds they can use both of them. That is a ton of damage.
Now, the only problem is when they're both back up, the Aegis is also expiring. There's like a 10-second window or something where they're both available, so that'll be about 30 seconds. So it looks pretty good, and this is the time that you want to be here with all 5. They don't have their Xiao Shaman though. He has no way of getting here, and that Glimmer is pretty damn handy.
Yeah, look at the vision that they've got inside the Radiant base as well. 2 rounds of Observer wards. Need to clear that out of there as they do take 1 away, but there is still 1 more available. X on Namugi, so they can pull him back in after pressuring the tower and the barracks. The low commitment siege will commence, but they do not want to buy back the Terrorblade. Back up in 5. Haunt's still available. The Yule Scepter, he's staying, not quite here. Jump forward, they find 1. Yule Scepter to break that up. They have the boat, they have the ship as well. They enrage it to run away. Can reinitiate here if you want to. Enrage back up in 10 seconds.
Can they chase at all? They're going to Shadow Blade on Tavo, but it doesn't look like they'll have the speed to really keep up with them. Radiant Vision spots, Kaka dewarding, spots the DD, but they see the Kaka took it, so not a big concern. They're still willing to chase.
And it won't be any type of further pressure, it looks like, although they wanted to, if they had a smoke, they could potentially make that play or just run up. HFN, bold as brass and ready to go. Man, he does have an MKB.
Or sorry, SCCC has been so stalled this game. I can't believe how poor he is. Like, he's been surpassed by his Nyx Assassin in terms of levels at this point. Like, he just can't do anything on an individual level.
Yeah. It is one of the problems that you run into as Kunkka, is if you die a couple of times, that snowball will stop in its tracks.
Especially if you don't have that crit, right? Like, he can't just go and like nuke a wave instantaneously and maybe try and go for some solo plays.
Well, in the meantime, Pain's still trying to find an answer to break this base. The shrines are available. Oh, Kaka, on disc, and Pale onto an illusion. They're still chasing forward. Moogie, the RP catches back onto 2, but the Hex to interrupt the skewer. No chance for them to jump back in onto this one. The Haunt is there as well, and now it looks like they're going to lose Tavo.
And they have the second Haunt, second Abyssal, but wisely they're not going to chase. So good choice on that one.
Yeah, that's the type of Haunt, and it sort of feels like this is the game at this point, that newbie are comfortable with it going later and later and later. They still have room to grow on these heroes in some ways.
Yes, they could get a core Kunkka. It's been difficult.
It has been, that's for sure. And look at that. Ursa takes the Enrage status resistance.
I think when you have the Aegis, the Aghanim Scepter as well as the other talent, it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, what good is the 600? He can't kill Spectre Haunt illusions or anything like that, so the AoE isn't that incredible.
I mean, and it means that all of this disables do basically nothing to Weehaw now. Enraged or otherwise, he can just jump in and for 5.5 seconds isn't going to run into any issues.
And they got away with a lot right there. That was a pretty risky spot to be standing as newbie, but don't feel comfortable. There's always the possibility that he just refresher haunts and you get yourself in a really bad fight. So patience from Pain. Well, they definitely lost that little bit of crazy ever since they failed that bottom tier 3 push. And I guess now they kind of got to go back to a little bit of Pain gaming, you know, take something that's a little bit risky, because it feels like they're just getting squished into their base, and that just means a lot of this farm's going to be funneling onto HFN, and Weehaw's going to start falling off. You can't abuse your Empower on any of your heroes if you're just stuck in the base. You're still just getting every wave.
Yeah. Well, and this is the type of play that you need to make. The unfortunate part is that it is very telegraphed. If you're a newbie, you got to know that something like this is coming out, but still standing here in the mid lane with KP.
Gem is on Weehaw, so if anyone else runs into Kaka, they don't have anything to do.
The wraparound, it's coming. You have Kunkka that's away from the rest of his team, actually. Weehaw picks up the haste, runs away.
Chant not there.
And, I mean, they have the MKB on Terrorblade. I think that if Weehaw is able to finish off his, that might be the timing that they're waiting to play around. Like, I don't think that Newbie feel comfortable going in to try and push the base either. They want to get that next Aegis themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They want to finish up the heart on him as well, so... Kaka finds the hero with the gem, uses him up. Tavo's, he wants this, but he's scouted out now.
Haunt comes out. They have the reflection immediately to try and mitigate this damage that's coming in and trying to isolate one. The boat is there as well for the damage mitigation. We are taking a lot of damage. They turn this back around, but the disarm, it's on a Terrorblade. The Hex is there as well. He is going to fall. Tons of damage out now from the rest of Newbie as they did pop that refresher Haunt and get a chase down Ursa. They have buyback, but that one hurts.
Tavo, oh, Abyssal!
They got him caught. A triple kill for Moogie. The buyback is there with the special sound being played. But I think Newbie are feeling quite good about their prospects.
Yeah, they actually leave the gem on the ground there, not even needing it. Looks like they might be sending the courier after it.
All right, no more Haunt. They got the buybacks out of the mag as well. And that is going to signal we need to get out of here. RP is still up.
Yeah, and they're going to get this gem too. So they come back over it and they go, oh, thank you. We'll take 2 eyes there for Kaka. And back into the Roche pit.
I mean, that's a little risky, isn't it?
Yeah, they can regen 1.
Oh.
Using the X.
They'll maintain vision over Weehaw as he's farming these Ancients. But yeah, this is a little bit scary with no Haunt. And they also have used that refresher.
Okay, yeah, so back we go.
Moogie has 8,000 gold, though. Should probably buy something.
Yeah, he only has a 5k surplus, so he needs the Aegis anyway. There's no point really buying into anything. Just gets the Reaver, but can't even keep it in his inventory, really.
Okay.
Denies the regen move. Got him.
So scary stuff. I mean, I guess who are you thinking as ideal targets to target if you're paying gaming? Do you go after like Faith, or is SC the one you need to hit?
I think that is one difficult aspect, is that like if they just kill the Edge, the Kunkka is pretty scary if he's totally ignored, but they've been able to focus him a lot.
Yeah.
Just kind of playing with each other here. Yeah, then Rage, just making things safe.
Scary stuff, and no lifesteal right now on Ursa means that he can't just go back in and hit things. Oogie checks inside. Kind of low on mana, and yeah, he's going to put his TP into his backpack and probably get X back in.
KP with his Neon Disc just feels so safe.
Swaps in though. That's a little bit scary. The stun comes out. He's still stunned in the duration of that. KP very low. The boat comes out. They're able to catch them all. It's so much damage. They get the skewer back in as well. But the fleet is here. Is it going to be enough? They managed to find themselves another kill. It's only onto the bench though. HFN is just running around like a madman, but Moogie might be the one that has too much damage. Another round of reflection here in just a second. The Sunder is there. Can they keep their buddy alive? HFN, their carry, is eventually going to fall. They buy back on the Knicks, but they also lose Moogie. There's the hop back in. He wants to fight this one, and now they're right on top of Weehaw. Tavo, he's going to skewer him to try and save his buddy, but he's going to die nonetheless. Everybody gone from Pain Gaming.
Haunt into instant bash. You can't teach that, folks. Moogie back into it, right in towards the high ground, and just 2 measly supports to try and hold on. The spray back, they've been learning. Team Liquid, they took some notes. KP's ready for this one.
And that is the best 10,000 net worth swing against you that you feel good about, because Newbie, I believe, might have just won this game. There are no buybacks on these cores.
That's not a buyback in the whole damn game. They're all gone.
And this is looking to potentially be the finish here in just game number 1. Like, what the heck is going on? This series, 54 minutes so far, as they're going to assault the Ancient. And it looks like with the swap into the fountain, they're trying to take down KP, but it's not enough, as GG is called.
As much as I kind of joked about SCCC in this game, what I really liked about from Newbie is that they're showing a new side to them, where you can kind of perform different roles. Like, it's very rare. I don't know if I've ever seen SCCC play that sacrificial. You know what I mean? Like, he's buying a gem